product placement. Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey and Wine. I'm Sam.
I'm Heather.
And today we are going to be tasting two different ryes, but the only difference between the two is that one was in a toasted barrel and one is in just a regular barrel, basically. And we're going to be seeing if we can tell the difference between the two and just kind of picking out some of the nuances between the two. So, full disclosure, this came to mind because I had recently gone down to Heaven Hill and I had tried the toasted rye and I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. I forgot how sweet this can actually be. I'm curious how this is going to compare against a regular toasted or regular barrel and kind of see what that toasting influence actually does.
Is the char level the same? Do we know?
Hopefully. I don't think they disclose that.
I don't think it. So I guess that is also an unknown.
So I'll have to do some research on that.
Craig,
if it is the same or not, or if we don't know, I will try to put that on the screen post-production. But for those of you that don't know, what happens when you have a toasted barrel rye, most of the time, what you're going to be doing is you're going to take your barrel, you're going to first toast it. So usually there is a coil that gets heated up really, really high temperature, and the barrel is put around that coil.
But not flaming.
Not flaming. It's not going to burn it, but it's going to toast it. This toasting, depending on how long you toast it for, is going to extract more sugar. So if you think about it, when you're really, if you toast anything.
Caramelize, you know, like you're frying up an onion. When you say you caramelize the onion, because the sugars are changing.
Yeah, so when you heat something up, you draw out those sugars. That's what toasting is going to do. And however long you toast it for is going to change how much sugar content you're actually going to get out of that barrel. So I don't remember the exact specifications for this barrel. Hopefully I can find it, and then again I'll put it right here. But we have the regular rye and we have the toasted rye. They are in the solo blind, and yes, I made sure that they are across from each other, so no matter what, if we pick left and right or right and left, whatever it is, we're not going to know which one's which. It was probably the easiest way to do it without actually having one of us have to mix it up and more thinking. So no one really knows.
We are spinning the barrel.
And again, for those of you who don't know what this is Solo Blind by Whiskey Noobs. This is absolutely fantastic. I love this thing. If you can get your hands on it, get it. I'm pretty sure you have to be in their Patreon now to get it, but check it out. They always have openings popping up. Right now, we do not know which one of these is which. We are going to try to keep them left and right. We're not going to try to switch them up. One of these is the regular Elijah Craig Rye, and the other is going to be the toasted. These are both at
94 proof.
Yes, these are both at 94 proof, and they're
toasted new oak barrels, twice barreled for flavor.
Okay, so that was the thing I wasn't sure about. So what they do is they take this rye, and then they're going to move it to a secondary barrel that is going to be a toasted barrel, and that's how they're going to get that toasting.
Yeah, this one, their description is spicy rye, perfectly balanced.
All right.
So spicy.
I will put up the mash bill for any of my nerds right here. You can check that out. But let's dive in. I know this might be
like whiskey.
A little confusing.
It's been a while. Are you going outside in?
It doesn't matter because they're not the same.
Well, it's ready.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked I can't tell the difference right off the nose. The nose between the two is very similar. One might have a little bit of a brighter kind of smell to it.
I guess this kind of is the same thing that you said, but the reverse. I feel like one has a more grassy smell, which
more
is
grassy.
Like maybe like a like a dried grass, like a hay.
You're getting more of a hay smell out of one?
Malt, yeah, which is like I guess like the opposite of brightness. You know, previously damp grass that is now dry. Smell. I'm trying here. Maybe
so
not hard
one,
enough.
I get whatever's in my right hand, I get a heavier mint smell out of. is much heavier mint, whatever this is. But there's also more of a fruity smell on my right hand, whatever, again, this right side is for me. It's much fruitier.
They're so similar.
But they're slightly different.
I mean, yes. Like.
But again, you can tell both are.
A little oomph, but like it's like hard to even know. Okay.
You can tell both are rye. Going in for a sip. So again, for those who aren't...
In general, I get baking spice.
Okay.
Like classic rye, bourbon. I guess it's like bourbon and then there's rye. Are these bourbon?
No, these are rye.
Ah,
but
they're like really sweet though.
You have to remember these are going to be mostly Maryland style rye, which is the high corn content.
Okay. I was like, there's corn in this.
Oh, 100%.
Like, it's sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, the sugars have been caramelized, y'all. Like, and then there's little baking spice. It's not full on molasses. At least in that first one.
Okay.
I feel like I need... Oh. Or do we have coffee beans?
Oh, you want your coffee beans?
Yeah, I think I just need a little something.
Stand by.
Sorry, pause. Whew, coffee, y'all. Whew, I feel awake. I could run a mile. JK,
Shout out Bourbon and Bikinis for throwing out that video today about...
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was really great.
Clearing the nose if you're smelling a lot of things.
Maybe that's where... I've done it before, but maybe that's why I felt inspired.
Yeah, we normally do it when we have more than two, but when you're doing two, it's a little easier just to compare the two. But if you're doing more than two, having a nose or palate cleanser is ideal. Is it hitting different now?
I didn't expect it to go the way it did. Hold on. I'm so confused. What? I feel like it... Like the nose and taste somehow did not align. Hold on. Please pause.
So this is odd, for me at least. The right hand smells mintier, so I am saying that the right hand, whatever is in this glass, should be sweeter. So I'm guessing this should be the toasted one. But if you think about it, toasting it, adding more sugar to it, going back into a barrel, it should mellow out some of those flavors. So this also, again, could be the regular rye. I'm not sure.
Just ask for a second opinion. Is this glass the one that you were describing as minty?
I feel like that's cheating to know.
Okay, well, I need you to come back to this because, like,
we'll assess at the end.
Okay. Apparently, you're not allowed to phone your friends because this one, I feel like I'm not getting like the caramel.
Left hand, again, I'm getting a lot of these bourbon-esque notes. It's very...
The one on my right hand is not bourbon tasting. Like,
I think we have the same set.
Okay.
I think.
But like, the fact that it doesn't taste like bourbon makes it taste lighter, which you initially described as your left one instead of your right one.
Depending on how you describe lightness.
I don't know. What is light?
Again, taste is subjective, and it's very confusing to try to work with someone unless you've been tasting with them a lot. And you go, oh yeah, I'm tasting the one I use with you guys
I feel like after this, I need to do another comparison. Where it's like, this is red wine and this is white wine, just to make myself feel better about being able to differentiate things. I'm like, I'm going through a lot right now.
Okay. I think I know which one's which.
Okay.
I'm going to lock in my answer.
Oh, I was just going to say something completely not related to the question.
You go for it.
So, on the nose, I felt like they were very similar. But I think on the drinking experience, I like the one on my left more.
I would agree. I think I like the one on my left more. But I think one on the left is more bourbon-esque.
It is more bourbon.
But the kicker here is, so for all my bourbon drinkers out there, all my rye drinkers, we don't like Maryland rye. We do not like the high corn content ryes, right?
I don't know.
Well, we
really.
like the spicier ryes.
I do.
Typically.
It depends on my mood. If it's in a cocktail,
You don't like mint.
I don't like the mint.
Yeah, so the minty menthol comes heavy in the Maryland style ryes.
Okay, that's fair.
So that's why I
When you
think
say spicy, I never know if that's because I feel like the mint can be spicy.
I guess when I say
Almost.
spicy,
Do you
I
mean
mean baking spice. So I mean
Okay.
heavy nutmeg, cardamom.
Yeah, I basically want
like
it to
that.
taste like the pumpkin spice seasoning.
Okay. So I am
I say
locking in which
spicy.
ones I think is which.
Okay.
Do you
I've
have your
decided.
decision?
Yes.
All right. Which one do you think is the toasted rye?
I am actually changing my decision. I think the toasted rye is the one on the right.
I feel like you should have stuck with your gut.
I remembered an information that I read on the label, and that is what's influencing my decision now.
Well, grab yours.
Which one? The right?
Yep. No, the one that you think is, yeah.
The one I think is toasted?
Yep. Wow. We were both wrong. The regular is the one that we thought was toasted. This one came off more bourbon-esque to me.
This one did not come off as bourbon to me.
That is so
Wait,
peculiar.
taste it. Is that the same thing you're drinking?
It's the same. I made sure I set them the same. That is super peculiar.
So this one is that one?
Yes. 100%.
Okay, so the reason why I thought that the one that tasted like bourbon would be this one is on the label. They specifically call out balancing it for a smooth taste with corn. That's why I ultimately switched my decision.
Well, if you would have left it, you would have been
This is
correct.
why you don't change your answer at the last minute, kids. Remember your test taking strategies.
So that means this one is
Toasted.
tea. Toasted.
Okay, so no, the caramel equals toasted. Okay, the corn, I don't think you balanced. I don't know. It's not my balance. I'm a toasted. I like the toasted.
This is interesting. So I prefer the regular rye because, again, I do not like that minty flavor. And the minty flavor comes through
You
so
really felt
much.
like it was. I feel like there was caramel. Like the mintiness is there, but there's also like a little
I got
more.
heavy mint, or I shouldn't say heavy mint. I got
It's
more
not-
mint on this compared to this glass.
Okay, well, I don't know. It's a wash. I'm confused.
Granted, if you would have compared this to Angel's Envy rye,
Well, then it's a no-brainer. That's
Yeah.
like straight mint.
that is so strange. I am honestly shocked. But
I feel like I got more caramel in this one. Do you get any caramel? I felt like I got a little bit.
so I don't get caramel in this one. I get a lot of fruit. So a lot of these bright, fresh fruits, a lot of like orange cream, almost strawberry cream on this one with menthol. That is what I get out of this. I don't get the caramel. I
I
don't.
feel like I feel like I got a little bit there.
I mean, very well, you may be seeing caramel, but I'm just not seeing it. I am honestly shocked, you guys. I expected it to be a very stark difference. But again, there is a clear difference between these two, but I expected the one to be more mellow to be the toasted. For some reason, toasting this rye brought out a lot of those brighter flavors. It elevated all those bright notes. They all came out much, much heavier. Like the caramel came out heavier. All of that came out a lot more.
I don't know if I would call. Like, my experience is that the toasted just felt maybe perhaps more bold.
Yeah, so
Like
everything was
rye.
elevated.
But, like, I don't know if brighter, in my experience, would be the same as bold.
Okay, but
Sometimes I think of brighter as, like, more, like, aromatic, more floral.
Okay.
But, like,
the notes you were getting, though, were elevated.
Yes. They appeared, they felt stronger with the toasted.
That's very interesting. So, again, I was getting these floral, these very like fruity notes out of this rye. You were getting more of these earthy tones out of this rye. Again, we're approaching this from two different positions. I have had a warm-up pour tonight, and I had 1792 Bottle and Bond to warm up. You have not had anything to warm up.
Correct.
I had something different for food. She had something different for food, which is very possibly skewing how we're perceiving these drinks here. But it all really comes down to that toasting, yes, did add some sweetness to it, but it elevated
I think we both
everything.
agreed about sweetness, and that
Yeah.
it's just a little bit stronger. Like whatever we're tasting felt like it was stronger.
That is so interesting. I expected to mellow it out, but it didn't mellow. It strengthened. It's kind of peculiar because I feel like when you do just a double barrel,
yeah,
it mellows everything out except for those notes that you're going to get from the barrel. Those barrel notes come out more, but everything else
depends maybe how much it was proofed down too. Like they're both 94.
They're both 94. I want to say it was in a toasted barrel for like 9 months, maybe just over a year. I think that's what it was. Again, I could be completely wrong with that. I'm trying to recall information that I learned 2 weeks ago. So didn't write it down. Could be completely wrong. Again, if I'm right or wrong, I'll tell you guys right here. But yeah, I'm shocked.
But your favorite was the toasted?
Yes, I did like the toast.
I'm confused we both
I don't like. I like the regular more because the toasted came out more minty to me. I like the regular more.
See, I didn't describe it as minty, but I like the toast. But this is actually tracking. I've previously liked the toasted more.
You lean toasted when it's blind.
Yeah.
When it's not blind,
then I'm like scared of it.
Yeah. So anytime there's a heavy Maryland rye content, Heather normally will go, no, I don't like this because that's not what I like. But when it comes down to it, like you saw in the Penelope video that we did a month
back, Toasted Rye Penelope ended up being my #1, which surprised us all.
Yeah.
I still want to rematch the Penelope blind because...
You're still mad about it?
I still am like in disbelief at my own choices.
That's so peculiar.
But that does kind of track where in blinds I've previously like toasteds more.
Yeah. It tracks. I'm shocked, but now you guys have a little bit more insight into how
whatever insight you got from this.
Hopefully you got something. If you got something from it, awesome. Really would appreciate you guys subscribing, liking this video. Leave a comment if you've tried any ryes, if you tried this toasted versus the regular. What are your thoughts? How does this all stack up for you? Also, I need to throw this out there. If you guys made it this far, obviously you care about what we're doing. We are also doing a giveaway for you guys. So we have a Weller Antique and a Blanton's we will be giving away. But to get into that, you're going to have to make sure you are subscribed to our Patreon, either to a free tier or the paid tier. Paid tier is going to have access to the Blantons, and the free tier, you're going to have access to the Weller 107. So if you want to do that, make sure you get in before the end of September, because that is going to be when we're due our drawing. That's in English. That is when we are going to do our drawing. We will go from there. We also put out a lot of other little fun things, little tidbits, fun little knowledge things out there. Pretty nerdy, but we'd really appreciate having you in the cellar dwellers, as we call it. But until then, we will see you guys on Wednesday. I'm going to go enjoy this pour. Heather can go enjoy the toasted rye.
It's like, actually, it might take, right? This is okay. Toot toot. All right, now we're good to go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm legitimately shocked. I did not see that coming.